Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Are you too old to play Apex? What is the right age? I think people should play whatever the heck they want to play, whatever makes you happy. I think there's games that, as you get older, there's reflexes that are not going to let you do the things that you need to do to be successful at the game. I mean, that's obvious, whether you're talking about fighting games or first-person shooters. We all struggle with that. But this is actually from Apex Legends Reddit. I belong to it because I play Apex Legends. I've been playing here recently solo to practice because the ones that play are really my son and my grandkids. And the way we play it, it's like a family event, right? We use one account and we just, pass the controller around as we're playing and make fun of each other for dying, right? So I get made fun of a lot because, I'm the worst at the game. I'm at the worst at Fortnite and Call of Duty. But that's how we spend our evenings. But I read this post, and there's a couple of things here that we need to talk about. There's such a thing as personal responsibility. And one thing that I see is a lot of people saying, oh, I'm socially awkward. Like there's nothing you can do about this. There is something you can do about this. You can grow a pair of balls and do what you need to do as a man, right, as a human being, to become functional, right? Being social is always awkward, right? The settings are always different, but you need to have the tools and the skills in order to navigate those seas. And if you don't have them, you can develop them. It's just like muscles. We have this whole generation of people that just say, well, I can't. No, you can do it, right? But people are afraid of rejection. And when it comes to a lot of gamers out there, and if this is you, right, it's time for some tough love, man. It's easy to play video games, right? It's easy. Just sit on your ass, turn on the console, and play, or the computer, or whatever it is. But if you took the time that you put into video games into overcoming your challenges, whatever those are. I was socially awkward. I didn't have a choice. I grew up in a time or place where, when I had to get a job, I was socially awkward and I still had to work in retail. That's how I started being not socially awkward, right? Just interacting with people more and more. Then after that, of course, I became interested in girls. And it wasn't really until after I divorced where I actually became more socially engaged, right? After I divorced, I developed skills in order to date, because people date differently. I knew that after my divorce, I was going to be dating a lot, and I wanted to date people who knew I wasn't going to be in there for commitment, that I had a long road ahead of me before I settled down. You have to be able to communicate those things, right? I didn't want to get married again until later in life, which I did. But those are things that I prepared for, that I wanted to change and changed. But you have to have the courage. You can't sit there and say, you know what, I'm socially awkward and not do anything about it. There are things you can do about it. Look at history. Look at the 40s. Look at the 50s. Look at the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. There's courses for all this stuff. You can engage in public speaking. There's classes you can take in body language. There's so many things that you can do. You can take sales classes, for crying out loud. The fear of rejection is one of the biggest fears of all men. The fear of public speaking is another one, and that is for all people. It's not unique just to you. It's not because you're a gamer that this happens to you. No, it happens to many people. It happens to us when we're young, and some people don't mature enough. Remember, guys, you're only young once, but you can be immature forever. Forever, you can be immature. And when it comes to that particular thing, a lot of video gamers, especially on YouTube, especially on social media, can't wait to tell you about their challenges and social awkwardness. Right? They know every disease, every condition. They can mention all the problems and not mention one fucking solution. Right? That's the makeup of a loser, and that's what you have to choose. We all have challenges. It's what you do about them. Right? What are you going to do about it? Are you just going to stay a loser? Are you just going to stay losing? Is that what you do on video games? Once you lose, that's it? You go home and cry and just accept that you're a loser forever? No. You keep on leveling up. You keep on getting better. You obtain skills that you didn't have before. You have to translate that into real life. And what I get from this, and I'll read it. Hi, all. I don't know what was going on yesterday, but I kept getting ragged on because I'm too old to be playing this game. I get it. I'm 35 and solo QE. I'm extremely socially awkward, so that doesn't help. This is my first FPS that I've ever played, starting in season 11, and I really do enjoy the game. I have a K/DR of .77, and I don't get a lot of kills, but Apex has been a nice escape. Escape. It is for all of us. Video games should be an escape. Okay, in your opinion, is there an appropriate age range? I guess yesterday just kind of rattled me with the weird amount of comments about my age. Like I said, guys, you can play whatever the hell you want, whenever you want, whatever makes you happy, right? To have a nice escape. But you can't escape the responsibilities that you have towards yourself. If you do that, that's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for unhappiness. Video games are an escape. They're not meant to be a crutch. Social media, in the same way, it's meant to be an escape. It's not meant to be a crutch. You have all these people out here wanting everybody else to be their, what do they call them? Emotional support animals. No, you have to take responsibility for yourself. And I'm just not talking, I don't want to just crap on this individual specifically. We have many people out here in social media, especially on YouTube, that make it a point to monetize their shortcomings, right? I'm socially awkward, feel sorry for me. No, how about you just stop being socially awkward? Why don't you just pick up a book and read, right? Trust me, another, 100 hours of Call of Duty are not going to fix that problem, right? Playing another 150 hours RPG is not going to fix your problem. Playing more video games, being on social media is not going to fix that problem. What is going to fix that problem is trying to better yourself, and that will attract the kind of person that you want. Doesn't matter what gender you are, what, type of lifestyle you carry. People are attracted to good people, and good people do good things. And one of the good things that people do that are good is better themselves. If they have challenges, they accept them and they move forward. If you do, take the first step. That's the hardest one. Stop playing video games and do what you need to do. While you're doing that, I'm going to go play Apex Legends. I already went through that hurdle. I'll catch you on the next one. Guys, it's hard, but trust me, it's worth it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.